Okay, welcome back. Right, we've done two sides, the back and one of the sides of our Raspberry Pi enclosure. Fantastic job. That is the most difficult bit of work done within reason, believe it or not. Right, let's go. Let's see what's next. So we've seen that we've done this side here and we've got this side here done, okay? Um, in actual fact, we've got four sides done at this stage because what we can do is we can go and save as this one, file save as, and this one's called USB side of enclosure. Alright, so what I can then say is I can say opposite OPP opposite the USB side of the enclosure, which will be the opposite side. Click on save. Boom! Now I have two of those sides saved. And what I can then do with that one side, so make sure it says OPP USB side of enclosure up here. I can use this arrow over here by extrusion 1. I can right click on sketch 1. I can go to, not rename, that's not what I wanted to do. Press escape on your keyboard, ESC in the top left corner, in case you figured that out now. Go to edit sketch. We need to delete everything that we don't need, which is we don't need any of these holes anymore. So we highlight it all and press delete on your keyboard. One huge mistake students make is they press backspace on the keyboard instead of pressing delete. Make sure it's delete that you press. Then click on finish sketch. Click on accept. Now it said that there's a problem with our extrusion, so we go to edit feature. We say select profile and it's actually automatically selected and corrected itself. And there we go. Press save. That's that side done, and we do the same thing now with this HDMI side. So we'll go file, save as, and we can save as this here, and we can do the exact same thing. So we'll say OPP HDMI and click on save. Alright, we can then go to the arrow beside extrusion 1. We can right click on sketch 1, go to edit sketch, and we can delete all of those parts in there. Press finish sketch, click on accept, click on extrusion 1, right click and go to edit feature and click on OK, and then click on save. Now that we've got the four parts of our USB enclosures drawn, let's have a look at where they are now. Okay, so probably easier if I look in saved folders. So I've got HDMI. If I put in medium size icon, I should be able to see it. So I've got my HDMI, I've got the opposite to HDMI, I've got the opposite to USB, and I've got the USB side as well. Now that I've got all of those four sides, I could try and assemble it together. However, we haven't got any parts that actually interlink just yet. So what I can do is open up each of these parts, start working on them. Let's draw a chain. So how is one going to interlink with the other? So we want to go to sketch, draw a sketch on center point rectangle, and I'm going to draw a little rectangle right in the middle. Notice when I've hovered my mouse over the crosshairs, it actually automatically drops into the center point of that line. See the green ball appears? Click and drag it out. Now the width of this is going to be 6 at the top because it's 3 mm thickness of material. This will make sense in a second. I'll press tab on the keyboard, and I'm going to make the height of this, well, to be honest, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to allow enough material, enough material on the top and the bottom so it doesn't snap. Okay, and I can do the same thing on the other side by using the mirror tool. Here's a new tool now that we haven't used so far. So I'm clicking and I'm going to draw a line from the middle straight up, and it doesn't need to be any specific height as long as it's in the middle. We can click on the mirror tool. We can select everything that we want to mirror, which is going to be this little rectangle down here. Click on the mirror line, which is this one, and click on apply. And what it does is it basically flips anything that's on the left hand side of your center line or the right hand side, depending on the way your drawing sits. So here it's everything that's on the left of this line. It is basically taking it, flipping it straight over and creating a copy exactly on the same distance on the opposite side. Easy. I then click on this line here that I don't need and press delete, and I click on this line here that I don't need and press delete. I go to 3D model, click on extrude, I go extruded cut, click on the parts I want to, the profiles that I want to use, so these two, and click on OK. Perfect. Right, the next part, so we click on save, and that one there was called HDMI side of the enclosure. The next part I'm going to do is opposite HDMI side. I'm going to do the exact same thing. Click on sketch, click on center rectangle, bring it round. I'm going to wait till I get a green dot, drag out a rectangle that is 6 millimeters wide, press tab, type in 10, press enter. I can use the mirror tool again, or I can just go over here and draw another rectangle. Whatever you feel is quicker, that's up to you. Just wanted to show you some of the tools and capabilities of the actual software when I was showing you the mirror tool last. So extrude, we again click on those two profiles and get it to cut away material. Have you noticed that it's cutting away 10 millimeters and the material is only 3? It doesn't matter. It can go up to 200 really if you want. And all it's doing is cutting anything that's in its way on that path. Alright. Beautiful. Now let's go to opposite USB side. This one is going to be slightly different. Again, center rectangle, click on the side we want to draw on. This time I'm going to do the exact same thing as what we were doing. 6 mil there, 10 mil there. Do the same thing. We can do the same thing over there, or we can now, this time, let's go and use our 2-point rectangle. Click on this top corner, drag it up until you hit that corner. Do the same thing down here, down to there. We can, so I'll just press escape on my keyboard, dragging a box over those two center lines and pressing delete. Deleting those two as well. Now I'm going to use my mirror line again. Click in the middle, draw a straight line up. Use the mirror tool. Click on everything I want to flip across the mirror line, which is here. Click on apply. Click on done. Click on the center line. Press delete on your keyboard. Go to 3D model. Click on extrude. Select each of the profiles we want to extrude. So we can add material or we can cut it away. Click on OK. Perfect. Now we've one more side to do. But in the meantime, while we're waiting, I'm going to click on save. Click on save on this one. And click on save on this one. Now, I've got a couple of minutes left in this video and I'm going to show you how to assemble your parts. I know I'm missing one, but you now know the process of going about making the little tabs. So if I go new, standard mm.iam, click on create, place, find the parts now. Okay, So my parts are all saved in underneath my name, and they are saved in a folder called Raspberry Pi. So I'm going to use opposite side of, or sorry, HDMI side of enclosure. Let's start with that side. So I'm just going to bring it in and just click. Okay. Now automatically it will create duplicates of that one side. So if, for example, you were creating a chair and you've got 4 legs on a chair and they've all got the exact same features, then you only need to draw one leg and you can keep dropping it in as many times as you like. Okay, you don't need to keep recreating the wheel. So the next side, we're going to use the opposite USB side this time, okay? And for the opposite USB side, I need to be over here on this side of this drawing. And I just clicked anywhere, doesn't matter where it is, it's just floating in the middle of space there at the minute. And I'm going to go to constrain. And this is how it works. You click on a surface, you say I need that surface there to touch off this surface here. Okay, I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can see clearly what's happening. Okay, so it's touching off that surface. We click on apply, we say alright, okay, now I need that surface to be flush in with that surface. Didn't want that to happen, so I notice what I said, I needed that surface to be flush with the other one. This is flush. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Click on apply. Now, what's happening? I've got something going on here that I'm not quite happy with. That surface there, I believe, should be flush with that surface there. I'm right in thinking that. No, I'm not right in thinking that, sorry. I needed that surface to be touching off that surface. Okay, let's see what's going on here. That's what's going on. I need that surface to be touching off that surface. Or flush. Click on apply. Alright, and now you're starting to see how it's all going to come together. Alright, and I'll show you how to assemble the rest of it in the next video because I don't believe we're going to have enough time in this one. Alright, so we'll end this video here, we'll bring it back and we'll add in the other 2 sides. We'll do the amendments we need to do to this side up here with the 3 big holes in it to put the tabs on. And then we'll worry about what we're going to do with the top and base then, okay? See you in the next video. You're doing well. Keep up.